Hello everyone. So I'm here again with this heart attack effect. As you can see, there's only heart shapes in this effect. So I called it heart attack. So it's nice. It's not like my other effects. It's different and it's nice effect. So let's just check it out how I created these effects. So first of all, I will show you the 3D mesh which I have used in this effect. So this is my Maya file. I have 3D solid mesh of heart, as you can see here. Then I have this heart shape that is just for edge. Here you can see I have traced this texture to make this, and after this I created this mesh, and you can see I have applied a texture on it because I have opened this UV this type and I checked my texture here, so it's perfect here. So I used in Unreal Engine. You can see my texture. Okay, this mesh is for rays. You will see how I use this. So this was my mesh, or the mesh I used. So in effect, you can see the solid mesh of heart here, and this is the mesh I was showing you, and these little tiny heart and shapes here you can see, these are twinkling, these are scaling down up, these are little shapes here, and here you can see the rays mesh that I was talking about. Okay, so this is my overall effect. If I just full screen again, see, jumps and attack the heart that is rotating, and it burst and just create effect here. So I have this animated girl. Here is my here is my girl, and if I open it here, you can see the whole effect here. So this is my single heart that is rotating here. You can see the nice reflective material on it, and here's my overall effect. So first of all, I will see this single effect. I will open it, and you can see a heart shape that I showed you in Maya. This is my heart shape I showed you in Maya, this one, and I used in a mesh particle, and it's rotating just because I have used this rotation over it. You can see one, and when it dies, its life has 1.7, and when it dies, it strongly glow. You can see here in color. At 0.9 it's just 5, at 1 is 20,000. So it has very powerful color. So, and when it just disappear with the glow, some flash appears. As you can see here, this flash. I used a delay in this flash 1.5 because at 1.5 it starts disappearing because its life has 1.7. So you can see when it glows, some rays also appears. So it was my single heart particle that has a rotating mesh of heart with a very shiny material, and when it disappears, some rays just burst out. So I will show you the material for this heart. This is the material. You can see this is shiny because I use Fresnel for the edge. It's white here because I have connected particle color. I change the color here red, so the edges red are red here. Okay, and this heart is also scaling up and down because using this scaling up and down. So it was this. So for flash I use this texture, simple material. You can see the very simple texture, and I use two flashes, one for ground because this flash is I locked on Z axis, you can see, so it's flat on ground, and this one is just billboard. So two flashes and one heart in my single heart, and this is overall effect. So I'll open it. First of all, you will see here the full effect. Now one by one. So this is my one heart shape that has some rays connected. So for this I use this mesh. I showed you in Maya, this one. Okay, so this mesh I use for this, and material is, you can see here the material. And if I just select my mesh and just check my mesh in material, you can see I use pink color for bottom, and for heart shape I use red. Because the UVs of heart is I opened this way, you can see the blue. Oops. You can see this blue strip of the upper side is heart shape and rest of the part is rays. So I use this texture and I extract blue part. You can see the blue connected, multiply, and then I multiply this with red, so the heart shape is now red, that is glowing because red is 500 here, you can see. And the rest of part I used and multiply with pink, so it's pink. Nothing big in this material, very simple. So this is the mesh and material. Now I use scale over life because it's scaling, right, and it holds, then it is just disappear by scaling down. So I use these keys here, you can see this, you can simply guess what is happening. It's 0, it's scaling up, hold, and scaling down. I also use the light with this, you can see light, and just 2.3 life. Then I just duplicated this emitter here too, and just used initial location to just give it a offset on -x axis. Rest of modules are same. I just use the 0.05 delay because I don't want to emit both heart shapes together. See, there's a delay in this and it looks better when you put delay here. Okay, so offset, if I just turn off my module initial location, you can see these are emitting on one place, so use this initial location to for offset. Then my third heart, you can see it's back side of two hearts, same emitter, same mesh material, initial location offset it in 2 axis, so it's up. Okay, then fourth heart, same process, initial location. Fifth heart, same thing, and I use delay in all my heart, 0.05, 0.1, 0.15, 0.2. So they are emitting one by one and disappearing one by one. Okay, so it was my all the heart shapes. Then rays, you can see here a rays mesh. If I just isolate my rays, you can see it's a plus shape that I showed you here. This is my rays. Open UVs as planar, and I use same texture that I used for heart, and this is my rays. And these rays are fading from the upper side because in material I use this gradient and just use this gradient as alpha and mask my texture, so it's fading out. Okay, then raise 2, again same process, just use initial location to offset it. Then this hard burst, for this hard burst I used a 3D mesh. You can see here this one mesh, this is just for edges of heart, and I use slender shape. You can see here that emitting, and these are going up because velocity of z-axis, then they stops a bit because of drag, and they fall down because of gravity acceleration. It has also light. If I turn on, every particle has light. And this is mesh. For material I use simple material. You can see just connected this, and here I change the color red. Okay, they are rotating and they are scaling up and down. If I show you the curve, up down up down up, see, because the random life, they are not scaling down and up together, so there is variation in everything like rotation and scaling and color. Okay, then Heartburst 2. For Heartburst 2 I just duplicated this emitter. All the modules are same, just the mesh is different. I use this solid mesh, this one, see, this is the solid mesh and everything is same. Then Heartburst 3. Heartburst 3 is same, just reduce the spawn count 10, and I used Heartburst 3 because I wanted to use ribbon. And if I just isolate it with this particle, you can see some trails with Heartburst 3. So I use this ribbon particle type. In source I typed the name of Heartburst 3, you can see here, and I used 10 ribbons, and they are scaling down because of scale of life, and color is red. So these are my tails. Then Shape Burst 2. So this is similar to the Heartburst, but in this you can see random shape. There is heart, there is circle, there is star. If I show you the texture, there are 4 shapes: full solid heart, edge of heart, star, and circle. So I use this texture, and you can see 2 and 2 random, so every particle emitting a single texture. Okay, these are billboards, not mesh, and I connected light also with this. Then Shape Burst, in this I duplicated this emitter and just use cylinder. They are not going upside, they are emitting in the shape of cylinder. You can see cylinder just throwing them out. See, they stop because of drag, and it has light. They are twinkling because of scale up down up, and it has random life and scale. Then again Shape Burst 3, Same particle just use to fill this out. Then some sparks, very high velocity sparks, simple material, texture sparks, and I used velocity alignment and stretched on y-axis. You can see these are very long. It has also light and they are just going out from a cylinder. Then some smoke, very light smoke just to fill the effect, and for this I use this texture sub UV, that is Photoshop cloud random pattern, and I use this as a random pattern. You can see random frames. I am not using it as linear blend because they are not simulation, they are random, and they are emitting from a cylinder and stops because drag. And the last is ribbon that I have already showed you. So let's check in Viewport one by one. I just play here. This is my Hall effect. Now isolate one. This is my solid heart that I have used in single particle and flash. Then here emits my first mesh. You can see this is just scaling out, then holds for a while, then scaling down again. It has also a light. And the second particle, same particle, same mesh, just I used initial location and give it a offset on axis here and just decrease the size a bit, and I also give a delay 0.05, so they are random, they are not coming together. Then third particle, you can see here, same module, same particle mesh, just initial location, so I have offsetted it here. Fourth, again same, just decrease size and offset it here. Fifth mesh, same, again just placed here. All things are same and they all are not coming together, all has some delay, 0.05, 0.1, 0.15, 0.15 and 0.2. Then rays, I turn on just one ray. You can see here a rays small. If I turn on second rays, it will come here, see. Then hard burst here. These are mesh, 3D mesh, and it's only hard edge shape. They are emitting from a round cylinder here, and the velocity on z-axis, they are just bursting out. Then because of gravity they are going down. Then hard burst 2, same particle, just use a 3D mesh solid heart here, you can see, and again they are bursting out and falling down. Then hard burst 3, hard burst 3 is also the same. You can see here they are just bigger one and only 5 or 6, they are not much, and I used a ribbon here that is connected, to this big heart. See, I use ribbon particle type, they are just connected to these particles, you can see here. Then shape burst here, you can see some random particle shapes, circle, stars and heart. Then again shape burst, this is here a cylinder that emitting out particles random, they are scaling up and down. It has also connected lights here. Then I duplicated this emitter and just placed here. See, same particle just placed here, a cylinder that is emitting here, so it's all the area filled now. Then some sparks, you can see these long sparks emitting from a cylinder going very fast to give it a impact and a high velocity. And last, smoke, you can see a very light smoke emitting from a cylinder, and because of drag they stop somewhere here. So it was my overall effect. It's nice, it has some specific colors, red or pink, and some specific mesh that is heart. So this was my heart attack effect. I hope you liked and you learned something. You can use custom shapes. If you don't like heart, you can add maybe star or anything else you want. You can change color, and if you have any query, any question, you can just comment below the video, and subscribe, share and support, like my videos, comment, and thank you for watching my tutorial. Keep learning.